my cell phone is calling, but I cannot stop about this call.
Sorry to hear that. How are you? How are you guys?
I'm very
Fine.
well, teacher. What about you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, let's wait a little bit till everyone joins the class today because today is our last class and it's very important as we have our final assessment. And I want everyone to be on the same page. And so I want to explain everything again one more time. I know we have Andres, we have Vanessa, Veronica is also here.
Teacher, the next weekend there will be class.
No, this is our last class.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, this is our last class, and that's why we're having this final assessment. Okay, so we also have here Heidi. Let's wait for Natalia and Silvana.
Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Heidi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you today?
Pretty good, thank you. Last time, oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. It always happens. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like I'm in the middle of the jungle or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so I think we can start now. And after, if we have to explain again, I'll do it. Okay. Okay, can you see my PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, teacher, it's possible I can see.
Okay, so at first, I'm gonna explain a little bit more about the rubric. Let me see. Okay, the rubric. So for the activities, I'm gonna assess grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, fluency, and organization. Okay. So at the bottom is the level where you fail. Okay, so that means that you can get a 0 or maybe a 1 point. Okay, frequent grammatical errors, even in simple structures, meaning is obscured. A vocabulary weak, language control, vocabulary that is used does not match the task. Okay, I'm gonna post this rubric to the chat, but this is just to have an idea about the criteria. Also, here we have about pronunciation. Pronunciation is lacking and hard to understand. No effort towards a native accent. This is, okay, This at the bottom is the thing that you shouldn't do, right? And at the top, it's the one that you should achieve. For example, in grammar, accuracy and variety of grammatical structures. So that means that you use the right grammar structure, and you can also use different grammar structures for some tasks. Okay, and all of those are according to the task. Vocabulary, if you have excellent control of language features, that means that you have a wide vocabulary, a wide range, and you can choose the right words for the right task. So that means that you know the words to describe an activity. Pronunciation is excellent with effort at accent. To be honest, to me, it's not important that you have like a native accent, because I know you are in Colombia, right? But at least try to pronounce the words properly. Fluency. Fluency, that means that you don't hesitate. You're not like right? So you speak, you say a complete sentence, you're able to continue talking without stopping too much. And organization, okay? So excellent level of description, additional details beyond the required. So that means that you organize your ideas clearly. So, for example, you can use sequencers: first, second, after, next, right? Things like that. Or you express your ideas in an organized way, so everyone can understand what you're talking about. I'm gonna post it to the chat. But let me know if you have any questions about this.
Teacher, what is lacking?
What is that?
Lacking.
Latin?
Yes, it's in the last square of organization. It says description is so lacking.
Lacking. It's so lacking. It's so lacking means that you don't provide any description to the listener. So lacking is when there's not enough.
Okay, teacher.
Sure,
Thank
I
you.
have a
It's the
question.
opposite. Tell me.
What is the score for this activity?
Yes, I was about to go to that. So for this task, for the whole assessment, you're gonna have 30 points. 30 points, right? So for each task, the first task is the discussion. It's the group discussion, right? After the group discussion, remember, we're gonna have a private session. In that private session, we will have some personal questions. Okay, so those personal questions are questions about you. For example, what do you like to do in your free time and things like that. Okay, after that, you're gonna have to describe a picture. So to describe this picture, you have to use the grammar structure that they are asking you. After that, you're gonna have to compare. You're gonna have to compare two items. So you will be given two pictures, and you have to choose one, and you have to explain why. Okay. And in the last task, you're gonna talk about a personal experience, right? So here you have 5, right? So that means that each activity is up to 6 points. So 6 points for each task. Is this clear?
Yes, teacher, is clear. Thanks so much.
Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, yeah, 6 points. And remember, the criteria is the one that I explained in the rubric. So it means that keep in mind your vocabulary, fluency, pronunciation, organization, and grammar. Okay. Now, okay, so now we're gonna get to the mock test. So remember, for this class today, the first 30 minutes are gonna be about a mock test. So that means that I'm going to try to help you practice the test. So the activities are gonna be very similar to the real test. Okay. So, for example, here you have some examples of the questions I could ask you in the test for the personal questions, right? So, for example, how often do you watch TV? What TV shows are you watching now? What do you do in your free time? And so on. Where have you traveled? Right? Things like that. So, why? Because the idea is to try to cover the most important topics we have talked during the whole course. Okay. So that's why it's like a kind of interview, but it's very informal, right? Okay, so I'm gonna remember for this session, it's very important you speak. Okay, so and remember, if you want to speak, please raise your hand. And okay, so I'm gonna ask you the first question, and then you can also ask a partner, okay, if you want. Try to ask a partner 2 questions. Okay. So, for example, Vanessa, are you playing any
Okay,
sports
teacher,
this
I'm
week?
here.
Okay. Are you playing
Oh,
any
teacher,
sports this
no,
week? Sorry?
I didn't play in any sport.
Oh, you're not playing
I
sports this
say
week?
in this case I say, for example, I'm not playing any sport, yes, because I'm present person.
But look at the question. Are you playing any sports this week?
This week,
This is
yeah,
present
I
continuous
didn't
for
play.
future.
Okay, I know I am playing any sport.
Okay, so you're not playing sports this week.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, nice. Then I'll ask you one more question, right? Vanessa, how often do you study English?
Teacher, I'm studying since 2015 year, but with some breaks for different situations.
but pay attention. Look at the question. The question is how often. So I'm asking about the frequency. So this means that this question is in present simple, right? So you have to tell me about, I don't know, maybe you study 2 times or twice a week, or you study every day, or, right? So how often?
Okay, okay. It's about the time. Okay, I'm studying English on all days and maybe 2 or 3 hours
Okay, yeah.
because with several courses.
Okay, okay, yeah. And also, if you expand the answer, that would be great, right? If you give more details. And let's say, I like to study every day because I think the more I practice, the better. Very simple, very short, but you're giving a reason and you're expanding the answer.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now, Vanessa, please ask 2 questions. Ask a partner, another partner, 2 questions.
Okay, teacher. And Natalia, how are you today?
Natalia?
Dame un segundo, teacher, que estoy organizando el micrófono.
Okay, okay.
Digo, por favor.
Okay.
Ahora sí. Aló.
Hi, Natalia, how are you today?
I'm pretty well, thank you. How about yourself?
Okay. Okay, I'm very well, my dear. Natalia, the first question for you is, what did you do in your free time?
What is free time? Okay,
I know,
whenever
I
I
can
have,
understand.
well, I'm gonna be honest. In my free time, I watch series on Netflix, and sometimes I devote time to my daughter. Like we play together, or I help her do some handcrafts. But I don't get many of those, so so that's why I ask what.
Okay, Natalia, thanks. Maybe who do you live with?
I live with my mother, my sister Liliana, my nephew Luis Angel, my niece Maria Guadalupe, and my little daughter Almenda.
Okay, thanks, Natalia. Now, teacher.
Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, very well. So now it's Natalia's turn. So Natalia, please ask another partner 2 questions.
Hey, teacher, please allow me to get out of my phone because
Okay.
I am on my phone and ya salí, ya, mejor. Okay, I would like to ask, a ver, who's in here? Let me check and see who's in here. Heidi, Silvana, Vanessa, Verónica, Andrés. Okay, I'm gonna go with Andrés. Andrés, um, are you playing any sports this week?
One moment, teacher. One moment.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. So
Shall I try another person? Because I believe that maybe Andres is not
yes.
right there. Oh, Andres is there.
Yeah.
Are you there, Andres? Hello?
No, for this
Okay.
week, no. Sports, so. Um, Soccer. Um,
Okay. That's it? Can I ask you another question?
Mm-hmm.
Where have you traveled, Andres?
Where have you traveled? Mm, to Nilo, to Melgar, to Medellin, to Santa Marta,
Mhm.
and I don't remember more.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's
So,
nice.
mm, yeah. So now pay attention, Andres and everyone. It's good to have this mock test because in the first question, Natalia asked you, are you playing sports this week? And you said soccer. So the idea is to give full answers, right? So I am playing or I'm playing soccer this week. Or you can even say I'm playing soccer next Monday, right? And in the
Okay.
second question, where have you traveled? And then you answer to Medellin, to Gerardo. So the idea, again, full answers. So I have traveled to Medellin. I have traveled to, right? You explain, but the whole answer, full answer.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So now you can ask somebody else two questions, two different questions.
To mate, yes?
To
To
whom?
other mate, yes?
Yes, yes, to a different, not Natalia, not Vanessa, a different partner.
And Silvana, yes?
Hello. Hello.
Silvana, how often do you study English?
I study English 3 times a week. In the night, I work all days. That's every time that I study.
Okay. Next question is, where are you living at the moment?
I am living in El Copeyal. It's a municipality of Valledupar.
Okay.
Okay, nice. So now,
You,
Silvana, you can ask somebody else.
Heidi.
Mhm.
Heidi's here.
I think so.
Yes, yes, I am.
Hello. Heidi, who do you live with?
Could you say that again, please? Sorry, I can hear you very well.
How do you live with? Perdón.
Who do you live with?
Yes.
Okay, who do you live with, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
question.
Okay, okay. Um, I live with my boyfriend. Just he and I.
The other question is, how often do you watch TV?
So I watch TV once a day because I don't have enough time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, good. You gave a short explanation. Yeah, that's nice. And now, Heidi, you can ask, I think Veronica, right? Is the one who's missing.
Okay, Veronica, are you playing any sports this week?
No, I'm not because I have a lot of homeworks.
Okay, so the next question is, mm, what are you doing after class?
After class, doing after class, watching TV and hmm, using the social media. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's nice. Yeah, very well. Now, okay, so there's another part of the test where I'm gonna show you some pictures.
Teacher, excuse me, I have a question about the last question. ¿Es possible say I will, teniendo en cuenta que puede ser una como una decisión del momento?
But what do you mean? Are you
About
playing any
what do you
sports
do?
this week?
No, what are you doing? No, teacher, what are you doing after class? Maybe I can say I
Ah,
will, for example, rest
mhm,
because it's a yes. Ah,
yeah,
okay, teacher,
yeah,
thanks.
because you didn't know, right? So you can say maybe I don't know, I will cook, maybe I will go out. Yeah, because you're not
Okay,
sure. Mhm.
yes. Yeah, okay, teacher, thanks.
Now, so there's another part of the test where I'm gonna ask you to describe the picture. And for example, there are two pictures and you're gonna make comparisons among those pictures. So you can say, for example, here, in the first one you have a crane and you have a barbell, right? And you can say which one is heavier. So you can say the crane is heavier than the barbells. No worries, the vocabulary that I chose for the test is easier than this. And for example, you have sunglasses and you have a cave. So which one is darker? And then you can say, oh, the cave is darker than the sunglasses and things like that. Any questions about this part?
Teacher is just describe that I can see on the picture. For example, I can say there is a book and there is a book and both are open. Yes.
Yes, but the idea is to make when you describe the pictures, the idea is to make like a sentence about the target structure. For example, in the test, you will see some pictures, and then you are gonna be given a prompt. A prompt is like a question, right? So, for example, who is bigger, or who is taller, or compare these pictures. Compare, that means that you need to use comparative adjectives or even superlatives. Superlatives if you have 3 or more items, right? But here in these pictures you only have um, two to compare, right? For example, the giraffe and the palm tree. So you can say the palm tree is taller than the giraffe. Okay, things like that. Is this part clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Okay, nice. Now, there's another part where you have two items to compare. You're gonna choose one of the items and you have to explain your choice, why you chose that item over the other. Do you remember we have a class when we compared two hotels? Do you remember that class?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So if you remember that task, for each hotel, you had some features, like some characteristics, right? And according to those characteristics, you made comparisons. For example, here, which one do you prefer? Explain your answer using comparative sentences, okay? And in the first one, the first choice is going on a plane, going on an airplane. So this is, imagine that you have to travel, okay? Imagine that you have to travel to another city. You can choose going on an airplane. It's $306 return per person, right? And the travel time is 1 hour and 25 minutes plus 1 hour drive to the airport. And the evening flights are available. Okay, so that means that you can travel in the evening. Now, if you take the train, it's $200.50. So return per person. So that means that taking the train is cheaper, right? Cheaper than going on an airplane. Now, look at the travel time. The travel time is 13 hours plus 20 minutes drive to station. Now, if you compare that travel time with the plane, so the plane is faster, right? Faster. And now train departs at 8 a.m. and arrives at 9 p.m. So that means that you're gonna, oh my goodness, you're gonna travel for, yeah, for long, right? So train departs at 8 a.m. So do you have morning times available, right? And you will probably be at your destination by 9 p.m. So you have to choose which one. Maybe you could choose the train because it's cheaper, or maybe you can choose the plane because it's faster. Maybe you can choose the train because it has more available times, or you need to travel in the morning, or maybe you like to travel at night. So it's up to you, but this is the kind, it's very similar, okay, to the test. You have two options, you choose the right one according to you, okay? But the most important is you to make sentences. So I choose, or I prefer taking the train because it's cheaper and I don't have a lot of money, or I don't want to pay a lot of money, right? Or I choose the plane because despite it's more expensive, it's faster and I need to get on time to my destination. Yeah, things like that. Any questions about this part?
No, teacher, thank you.
No. Okay, let's move on. Now, in the last part, you're gonna talk about a recent event. A recent event. In this case, this is an example. A recent event that made you happy. Okay, you should say when and where it was, who was involved, what happened, and explain why it made you happy. Right? So here you have an example of an answer. So when and where it was. My friend's birthday party last Saturday evening. We went for a meal in an Italian restaurant. Okay. So what's the idea? The idea is to answer to all the prompt, all the things in the prompt, right? When and where. So you say, oh, I went to a friend's party, a friend's birthday party last Saturday evening. We went for a meal in an Italian restaurant. Who was involved? Okay, and then you say, oh, there were about 10 of us. Your friend, he invited some close friends and work colleagues. Most of them were people I've known since university. To be honest, you don't need to say this long answer, but as long as you say or you tell me about the people that were in the situation, you can say there were about 10 people, mostly friends. That's it. Easy. What happened? What happened? Okay, so we met at the restaurant. I gave my friend a present and a birthday card. We ordered some food, and while we ate dinner, everyone chatted. Everyone. So again, you don't need to be or to speak a lot. You just have to tell me what happened. So we met at the restaurant. I gave my friend a gift or a present. We sang happy birthday and we had a great time together. Why it made me happy? Explain why it made you happy. Well, it was great to get together with old friends and had some interesting conversations. It was a good opportunity to catch up with what my friends had been up to. It was nice. It was a nice way to wind down after a hard week at work. The food was delicious. I went home feeling full after a fantastic meal. So, again, if you want, go for a shorter answer, it's okay. Why it made you happy? Okay, it was fantastic to see my friend and to celebrate his birthday. It was a long time. I couldn't see my old friends. The food was delicious, and I felt relieved, and I felt very relaxed because I was talking about something different. Okay. Okay, any comments about this part?
No, teacher.
This activity is very easy. Do you remember when I asked you to talk about a positive experience you had when you were a teenager? Okay, this is very similar to that. Just try to explain what happened in the past in that situation. But what I mean is all these activities we have been, we must be familiar with these activities because we have been practicing these activities during our encounters. Now, in the last part, well, actually, it's not the last part. It's going to be the first part. It's going to be the group discussion. In the group discussion, You can use phrases for disagreeing or phrases for agreeing. Here are some examples. Again, I'm gonna post these sentences to the chat, but it's just to not repeat, oh, I disagree with you because. You can also use these ones if you want, okay? I totally disagree, not necessarily, right? If the other person says, oh, yes, and you say, oh, not necessarily, but I want you to explain why it's not necessarily. Oh, I don't think so. To some extent, I agree with you, but, and then you say, um, I'm afraid I don't agree. Okay, so I disagree. I'm not sure about that, right? So all of these phrases are helpful to disagree. But remember, every time you say, I disagree with you, you have to give an argument. You have to explain why. And these ones are phrases for agreeing. So here you have the same idea or the same opinion as your partner. Okay, absolutely. I feel the same. I couldn't agree more. You're right. Okay, that's a good point. I agree 100%. Okay, I suppose so. And these are some examples or some questions for discussion. Okay, so what is the most difficult thing about being an adult and why? Or you can suggest a place to get relaxed and explain your choice. What activities should people do to be healthy? So here we're gonna choose only one, right? And then we're gonna say why do you agree or why you disagree with that. So any questions about the discussion?
No, teacher.
No? Okay. So I just posted phrases for disagreeing. And now I'm gonna post the phrases for agreeing. Okay, this is gonna be our first activity for the real test. And we're gonna start now. Okay, so we're gonna spend 20 minutes in this task. Okay, so you can choose any of these topics. But we all must choose only one question. Only one question, okay? So which topic or which question do you think we can discuss?
I think it's what is the best age to get a cell phone? Why?
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay, Veronica. So please, let's start with you. Okay, so what's your opinion? What do you think about that? What's your answer?
In my point of view, I think that the best age to get a cell phone is like 9 years old, but I mean a cell phone that is not a smart cell phone, is a normal cell phone that doesn't have internet, anything. It's like an old cell phone. But in the case of getting a smartphone, it's better wait until 12 years old because many children decide to post their information of pictures in internet. So when they are 12 years old, they are mature and they know uh, what they can do with their cell phones. But before that age, they they can do many mistakes, and that's dangerous because there are many dangerous people like um, people that sell drugs or some things like that.
Okay, nice. Okay, so who agrees or disagrees with Veronica?
Okay, okay, teacher. According with that, say Veronica, I so agree because I think that you have a fun when you are or you are prepared and you are responsible about this element because it's very important identify the responsibility about this their use. A phone is a good tool, but can sometimes be harmful to younger people or children. For example, about the time, about the apps or elements that we can have in this element about the cell phone.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's Andres. What do you think about? Do you agree or disagree with Veronica and Vanessa? Andres, are you there? Maybe Andres, you cannot type because this is a speaking test. You have to speak. Oh. Well, Andres, I I'll give you some time to fix it, but you have to speak. So how can I assess your speaking if you're not speaking? So try to fix it. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask Heidi.
Okay, teacher. I agree with them. So, and I also want to say the best age to get a cell phone is when the person can pay for it. So, it could be 20 years old or maybe, I don't know, 18 years old. Yes, that is my opinion about this question.
Okay. And Natalia, what do you think about Heidi's answer, also Veronica's, Vanessa's answer? Do you agree with them or do you disagree? Or what's your point of view?
Nowadays, a telephone, now the pandemic times, having a telephone, a cell phone for a kid now is like having a notebook, because students needed to get connected to their classes, and sometimes that, and socialize, like, because this is like a very strange, unusual situation, the one that we're going through. Having said that, if we have a regular life, that implies socializing, going to places, etc. Having a cell phone is more a problem than a solution because it is addictive,
Mm,
especially for kids at a very young age. Um, and they don't, they prefer to play on their phones rather than socializing with other people. So probably they get some skills that are necessary in the future because everything is gonna be run by technology. But at the same time, maybe the humanity is changing. So I don't know how to answer that question because I cannot foresee how a cell phone is gonna be part of our lives. But I can say that this type of technology has terrible consequences in other aspects. In our only our children we know will know when they are adults, I guess.
okay, so Vanessa, you raised your hand.
Yes, teacher, I can compliment the intervention by Natalia because I'm agree with with she, and I would add that there is not a proper age about get a cell phone because age don't define the responsibility and having a phone it's a compromise around the information that we share and receive through this tool.
Okay, that's an interesting point of view. Veronica also raised her hand.
Yes, I think that when you have a cell phone, you can set the focused mode because it blocks your apps that most the apps that you used a lot and you can be focused on your homework on your things. So the cell phone, there are many cell phones that have that function. Mine has that function. So I can control the time that I will be there. But also it takes too much time to don't be addictive and I'm addictive to my cell phone, but yes, because of the pandemic, it's really necessary, but it's also necessary to take care about the time you use your cell phone and when well by the time the pandemic ends.
Yes. So I want to know some. Want to know, yeah, Silvana's opinion about it.
Yes, teacher.
Hmm.
Okay, I agree with Hailey. I think the best age to get a cell phone is when we can pay for it because I think it gave us a responsibility. I think sometimes parents give everything to their children, but it should not be like that because I feel that people get it to earn things. No.
Hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so um, all of your opinions are very important and
Teacher?
interesting. Yes, I would say that it's a difficult topic, right? And yeah, I just can say that to be a parent right now, it's a very tough situation. Yeah, because allowing your kids to have cell phones and deciding when is the right time to get a cell phone, it's complicated. But all your points of view, I think, cover different realities. So thanks for your answers. Silvana, do you want to say anything else? Or no?
No, teacher.
Okay. Andres, did your microphone work?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I think that the person should be responsible for the use they give to this technology, and that perhaps young children should not be given a device like this. Um, but the cell phone is a technological device that can help a lot of, but also does a lot of damage to both young people and adults, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay, so we have finished the classroom discussion. Now I'm gonna take every student for 10 minutes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say, for example, Silvana, stay here 10 minutes. Okay, and all of you leave the meeting. Okay, only Silvana and me in this meeting. And then I'm gonna type in the chat, for example, Andres, please join the meeting. To make it easier, I'm gonna write here in the chat the time slots. For example, right now it's 3:57. My goodness, I think we can do it. We're gonna do it in a shorter time. Maybe I'll have 5 minutes with every student, and I'm gonna make it short. Okay, yeah, because we're running out of time, so we until 4, so 30 minutes. Yeah, I think 5 minutes with each one. So from 3:50 3:58 to, oh, it's now 3:58. So let's say from 4 to 4:05, I'm gonna have Heidi. Okay, Heidi. So Heidi will stay here in the conversation till 4:10, from 4:05 to 4:10. Heidi is gonna be here, and the rest of you leave the conversation. The next person will be,
Teacher, you say 5 minutes or five because are 5 o'clock in this moment.
yeah, sorry, it's my time. Here is 1 hour less. Sorry about that. So
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yeah, you're right. Sorry. So Heidi is gonna be from 5 o'clock to 5:05. Okay, so this is Heidi. So after Heidi, we're gonna have Silvana. Okay, so Silvana from 5:10 to 5:15. Okay. Okay, after that, we're gonna have from 5:15 to 5:50. We're gonna have Andres. From 5:20, sorry, to 5:25. We're gonna have Vanessa. Okay. And from 5,
Teacher, excuse me, entre 5 y entre 5 y 5 a 5 y 10 no tienes a nadie.
Entre 5 y 5 y 5.
A 5 y 10. Pasas de 5 a 5 y 5, pasas a 5 y 10.
Okay, so and then I can have Natalia at that time. Okay, so from 5 to 5:10, yeah, I have Natalia. Right? Everyone is here? Ah, Veronica. Veronica is from 5:25 to 5:30.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask everyone to leave except Heidi. Okay, so Heidi can stay and the rest of you. Okay, so only, okay. Hi, Heidi. Andres, can you
Hi,
leave?
teacher.
Hi. And Andres, can you leave, please? Because I'm gonna ask, yeah, Heidi some questions. Okay, Heidi. Okay, so now we're together. Okay, Heidi. I'm gonna ask you just 2 questions. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Are you studying anything else at the moment? I mean,
Um,
besides university.
okay. No, no, I'm not.
No, okay, it's nice. Okay, so do you usually feel cheerful? Cheerful, like happy?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, I
Why?
do.
Mhm. Why do you
Um,
feel happy or cheerful?
I don't know. I'm a cheerful person.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Normally, yes.
yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Okay, now pay attention. Look at the pictures and please tell me. Make a comparison, okay, between one of these items. Let's talk about A. So here you have different kinds of food. So you have meat, you have a steak, pasta, and chicken. So which one do you think is the most expensive or the cheapest or okay.
Um, so the three pictures at the time.
Only part A. Compare the
Ah,
part
okay.
A. Mhm.
So I think steak is the most expensive. Yes, about the letter A.
Okay, nice. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It's just part A. Now here you have 2 options. Okay, please tell me which one do you prefer? You have new downtown house, is and the charming detached home in the country. Which one would you choose and why?
Okay, I prefer the little house in the countryside.
Hmm? Why?
Mm, because because it's um, so I think that is like nature because I like nature.
Because you like nature. Yeah, but if you compare the 2 options, what would you say?
Mm, new downtown. So the little house in. So I prefer the little house in because it's cheaper.
Okay, okay. So yeah, so Heidi, we have finished. No worries about the other part because I'll assess what you have talked about. Okay, so no worries. Very well.
Okay.
So now I'll ask you to leave because Natalie is already here. Okay.
Mhm.
So good luck, Heidi.
Thank you.
Hello,
Did
hello, teacher.
I finished or well I reconnect again?
No, you don't need to reconnect again. We have finished. I mean, you and I, we have finished. I will send you the score by tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Hi, Natalia. How you doing?
Hello. Fine, thank you, teacher. I'll
Okay.
be
So,
fast.
okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm gonna ask you only one of these questions. Okay. Oh my goodness. What do you usually do with your friends?
uh, I usually talk to them. Like we get together at a cafe and we engage in long conversations and have something to drink.
Mhm.
And if there is time, a little dessert, and we catch up because I don't see my friends so often. That's the
Oh.
truth.
Oh my. Okay, so now here you have some pictures. I'm gonna ask you to compare these items from one of the categories. So you can, from C, the animals. So
Mhm.
you can compare these animals.
Okay, so I think the elephant is one of the most intelligent animals of the three that are there. And they are also very little appreciated. They have been hunted for a long time. The horse is, yeah, I think it's the most common animal there and is the most used for transportation. And then there is the giraffe. I think it's a cute animal. I don't know what to say about it. And maybe you can see it at the zoo.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, very well. Okay, so now here you have two pictures. You have a townhouse and a charming detached home in the country. So which one would you choose according to the features?
Well, new downtown townhouse. I think I'm gonna go with the downtown townhouse because although it's more expensive than the other one,
Mhm.
it has more bedrooms
Okay.
and it's closer to everything. I don't see myself living in a countryside. 'Cause I actually enjoy going to the movies, going to the mall,
Mhm.
having contact with people. So I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay, great. And the last one, okay, so please describe a situation that made you angry. So you should say when it happened, what happened, and how you felt.
Okay, last a couple of weeks ago, an ex-boyfriend of mine decided to make contact with me again through Facebook postings, but so
Mhm.
indirectly, like I
Mhm.
posted something and he would make a comment about it, and then he would try. You could say that he was trying to reach out to me again after, I don't know, maybe 10 years.
Wow.
So yeah, haven't seen him in a long time. And the thing is that now, after 10 years, I can see that the guy is an asshole. So the other day he made I'm sorry about it, but it's true.
No, it's
He made
okay.
a comment about a picture that the picture it was designed for a feminist point of view, and he
Mm.
made a comment that showed how misogynistic he is, and I happened to tell him, "Oh, I forgot that you were a misogynistic," and it made me really angry because the guy he shouldn't have said words like "I have never met one of those bitches," because in the
Mm.
picture there was a book that said "How to Be a Bitch," and I said, "Hey, whatever you want to say, that you were talking about the title of the book, but I'm saying you are a guy, you are not supposed to make a comment like that, especially not on social media." Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that means you are a misogynist. So it made me angry, but at the same time, it made me happy that I was able to tell him, hey, you're an asshole. And I did it in public, so.
Okay, yeah. So nice. Yeah, so
Yeah,
thank you. It was amazing having you in the classes.
thank you,
Um,
teacher.
I'll send you the score by tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, thank you, teacher. Okay. It was a
Bye.
pleasure being with you. Bye bye.
Me too. Bye. Silvana, where's Silvana? I can hear you. Okay, I'll ask you one question.
Teacher, excuse
So,
me.
tell me, are you meeting any friends today?
Okay, teacher, I'm here. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, are you meeting any friends today?
Yes, I am.
Hmm.
I have one friend here. It's my neighbor, so sometime in the week we are together.
Okay, nice. Okay, that's great. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you to compare the animals here.
Okay, compare. The elephant is heavier than than the horse. Um, China is. Uh, I'm sorry, teacher. China is.
It's okay. It's only about the animals. Yeah.
Okay, okay, just this one.
Mhm.
Okay, okay,
No worries. Let's move to this one.
okay.
Okay, so here you have two houses, two kind of houses. Which one would you choose according to the features?
Okay. I prefer charming, I teacher, I can't see. I prefer charming the teach home in the county.
In the county?
Yes, because I think is because I think I can relax. There are no traffic, there are no people in the street.
Mm.
It's just have two bedroom, but it's okay for me. And
Mm.
it's cheaper than the townhouse.
Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna ask you to describe a situation that made you angry. You should tell me when it happened, what happened, and how you felt.
When I was hungry. Okay.
Angry, angry, not hungry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Um, it was 2 years ago when my boyfriend was teaching me to drive a motorcycle. I was in the motorcycle, okay, and then I saw for other part I can I couldn't have focus, okay, and we will feel so
Oh,
we have
you
something.
fell down?
Here we
Oh.
had an accident and I was angry because I couldn't have attended to the street.
Mm. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about that.
Yes, but it's como digo, no me pasó nada.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get harmed.
Okay, yes.
Okay, perfect. So we have finished. Tomorrow I'll send you the score.
Teacher, I have a question. This is the
Mm.
last class.
Yes, this is the last class. Yeah. So thank you for joining the class. It was great to have you in all the classes. Yes.
Thank you, teacher. Take care. Bye.
Take care. You too. Bye. Hi, Andres. How you doing?
Hi, teacher. I'm nervous.
Oh, you don't have to be nervous. No worries. Very easy. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, actually, how are you feeling today, and why?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, why? Why are you feeling good, Andres? Why?
What, teacher?
Why are you feeling good today?
Because today,
Hmm?
uh, because today it was cleaning day.
Okay, okay, nice. Now I'm gonna ask you to compare the animals. Okay, so please try to make comparative sentences.
um, that in day is mistake.
I'm asking about comparing the animals.
Oh, the animals.
Mm.
Um, the giraffe is taller than the elephant.
Okay.
And the the horse is shorter than giraffe.
Okay, nice. Now, I'm gonna ask you to choose one of the two according to the features. And please make comparative sentences.
Mm,
Andres, we're running out of time.
mm, I prefer the home in the county
Why?
because it's more charter. Yes,
Or what?
is charter or
Charter?
uh,
There's only 1 minute left.
it's cheaper. Sorry,
Okay,
it's more
okay.
cheaper. Uh, it's more cheaper.
Now, tell me about a situation that made you angry in the past. Tell me when it happened, what happened, and how you felt.
Mm, I'm hungry. Mm, this morning,
This morning? Okay, what happened?
um,
What happened this morning?
I get out my brother. Um,
Mhm.
I get out my brother with a glass of water.
A glass of water. Mm.
Yes, he is very bad, and I run in. uh, for old house.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
to reach it, to reach him.
Hmm. Okay, Andres. So we have finished. I'll send you the score tomorrow. Thanks for joining all the classes. It was really nice having you. Um, yes, so we have finished the test for today. I'll send the score uh, tomorrow, okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Bye, take care.
I'm very nervous.
No, you don't have to be nervous, okay?
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
you're welcome. Okay, so now-
I'm very good. A little nervous.
Oh, no, don't be nervous. You don't have to be nervous. I'm gonna ask you only one question from here. Okay, so where do you like to go at the weekend?
You say, where do you like go at the weekend?
Where do you like to go at the
Okay,
weekend? Mhm.
yes. I would like maybe go to the beach
Oh.
or maybe about the river because I think I'm a little stressed
Hmm.
and it's a possible to relaxing.
Relax. Okay, nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you to make comparisons um, between the countries. Okay, so in the first one we have Russia, China, and England. Ah, sorry, and Australia.
The first Francia? Okay, this is Australia, China, so I say China.
Yeah, China. So the first one is Russia. Yeah,
Okay,
Russia.
Russia.
We have China and Australia.
Okay, I can see that Russia is more bigger than China and maybe Australia. I don't know, but I can see. Um, I can say, example, China is more bigger than Australia and Russia, and I don't know, Australia is more bigger than Russia.
Okay.
No, than China. China.
Okay. It's okay. So now I'm gonna show you two pictures, okay, about
Okay.
new downtown house and charming detached home in the country. So which one would you choose according to the features?
Okay. Okay. I think that I prefer charming their home in the country
Mhm.
because it's more cheaper and um, it's more I don't know
Sorry.
smaller. It's more smaller and it's possible by small family. I would like that is more I don't know alejado.
Car?
Yeah, it's more
Isolated, you mean?
exactly. It's more absolutely and I don't know. Yes. It's more peace. It's a peace place.
Okay, nice. Now I'm gonna ask you to describe a
Yes.
situation that made you angry. You should say when it happened, what happened, and how you felt.
Okay. That I'm only angry. Maybe when I first, or when my son was born, because it was an unforgettable experience because the doctor was wrong, I don't know, error
A
in
mistake?
my part. Yes, mistake in my part. She don't identify that I have a problem in my blood, and I spent many days in UCI for my health.
Mm,
What happened? They forgot review my uh, I don't know, historia clínica. I don't know.
your file. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And for this situation, I have bad days. I was have bad days, many bad days, and I don't see I wasn't see my boy.
Mm, wow, too bad. Sorry about that. Okay, Vanessa, we have finished for today. Actually, this is our last class. I'll send you the score by tomorrow. Okay, maybe to your
Okay,
email or maybe
teacher.
to your private chat. Okay, so thanks for joining all the classes. It was really nice having you participating. So thank you very much.
Yes, teacher. Thanks for your time and your experience about or improve.
Thank you. Thanks to you.
Bye bye,
Okay,
teacher.
bye bye. Take care.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so Veronica, I'm gonna ask you one of these questions. Okay. Um, so please tell me, are you meeting any friends today?
Um, yes, I am by internet
Okay.
because of the pandemic.
Okay, nice. Yeah, very well. Okay, so now here I'm gonna ask you to compare only the animals. Okay, so you can use comparative or superlative sentences.
Okay,
Mhm.
the giraffe is taller than the horse,
Okay.
and the elephant is the heaviest
Mhm.
of the rest of the animals,
Nice.
and the horse is the shortest animal.
Yeah, perfect. Very well. Okay, so now here you have two pictures. You have to tell me which one do you prefer? Okay, the townhouse or the house in the country, according to the features.
Okay,
Hmm.
in my opinion, I prefer the new downtown townhouse
Mhm.
because it is located in the city and
Okay.
it looks more comfortable and okay, it has 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. So I think that it's good to invite the family or other people in. And also it's more expensive, but it's better because I don't like to live in the forest.
Okay, very
And
well.
also it's close to public transportation, so it's better.
Good. Oh, nice. Now I'm gonna ask you to tell me about a situation that made you angry in the past. Okay, you should say when it happened, what happened, and how you felt.
Okay. When it happened, well, I was 10 years old. I think that I was 10 years old, and I didn't want to drink my soup.
Okay.
And and what happened? My mother punished me.
Mm,
She told me to. She told me not to watch the TV.
mm, mm,
So I felt very angry, and I lied, and I say that my aunt um, was discussing, but that was a lie. So yes, I used to be very disobedient to eat the dinner.
oh, okay. I see. Okay, Veronica, well done. We have finished. I'll send you the score by tomorrow. It was really nice having you in the classes, and thanks for your participation and attendance. Um, so this is our last class. So take care. I don't know if you have any comments.
Okay, teacher, thank you so much. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Take care.
Goodbye.